Let me turn you on.
Testing.
Yeah, you're good now. You're at like 1:30.
Cool. Okay. So, quick session. Let's be focused, right? So what did you want to work on today?
Mostly just, keeping my calm during, especially like last hit scenarios. I also wanted to just like hone down on consistency.
Makes sense. So you wanted to play some games today?
Yeah.
Sounds good. I'll set up an arena.
Step into the ring.
All right, sent you the code. Cool. All right, I'll go Ike for a little bit, but I'll probably switch. I think the most important thing in the current meta is learning how not to get cheesed. So I'm going to try to cheese you. We've talked about this before, right? About how, having your recovery repertoire at full blast, right, is a good deal. Okay, nice little combo. Great parry. Okay. I love that down tilt too. Taking some space. Hey, your movement's gotten a lot better. No, that's good. Yeah, you're controlling space really well. I love those back airs. Nice. Great air dodge. So landing near up tilt, it'll work if you really think your opponent's going to jump. But I definitely wouldn't recommend it all the time because it's just slow, right? Up tilt comes out pretty late, so most people's out of shield options are going to beat it. So you can't, if you're going to do some kind of quick pressure after a nair on shield, a lot of times a jab is going to be your best bet. Because it's just our fastest little poke option. And then if you're against a character with a really bad out of shield, then down tilt can be good. But it's not going to catch jumps as easily, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oops.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you were trying to space properly. You should have died anyway. I think the reason the counter didn't work is because you spaced away. So you almost sweet spotted it. That was good though. You were playing really well. That first stock especially was scary.
I think like that game like definitely like illustrated a lot of what I feel like I'm struggling with lately. Where it's like I can do okay for like most of the game. I feel like I'm definitely in a groove, and then it just like dies off at some point. Like something just happens. And like oh.
I think your movement was really good, and you made some really good choices. I think, you know, a lot of it's just Ike Ditto stuff, where, you know, if I get the right hit on you, I just know how to kill you, and I'm just more comfortable in the Ditto. But like you were parrying, you know, you were doing all the things we talked about. So just, you know, let's call that a warm up, and let's try to keep that going through the whole match. Nice combos. Your air dodge spacing is good. And you gotta learn how to kill me off those. You can actually dash attack Ether as it's falling down, and that'll kill me in that situation a lot of the time. Good air dodge. I love the spacing on your back airs. Very, very precise. Those landing back airs are really, really good. Uh-oh. Yeah, you had the right idea there. Counter's easier and more consistent, but, well, I don't know about more consistent, but it's easier. Nothing wrong with the corruption, though. Just gotta be patient and do it reactively instead of guessing, right? Nice. That's really good. That shows like higher level thinking about the game. The fact that you went for one option and then waited to see what I would do, right? That's really, really good stuff. Watch those roll-ins. You definitely don't want to roll in versus Ike. He's too slow to cover much else, right? So that's always what I want you to do. Grab. Your movement and your technical skills are really good. Seems like you've been grinding it. Oh, I like that spacing. Watch your DI there. You definitely can live that. You want to be DIing down and out most of the time, and then down and in. Like switch to down and in. That was really good. That was a very close game. I think you're getting a lot better very quickly.
I'd like to believe so, at least. I did manage actually to play friendlies at m0chamacar0n, and it was honestly very fun. I see why people are always like so like excited to go to all these majors and stuff.
Oh yeah, it's a great time. I'm glad you had fun. m0chamacar0n was my, well, in like 2019 was my second major, and I had a really awesome time there. By the way, reverse up air, like in this space here, can be good to catch people when you think they're going to jump in on you. We don't really have much else that hits at that angle, right? Behind, like, the idea is that it outspaces people jumping in. It's really good in the Ike Ditto. It's also good in other matchups, but especially good in the Ike Ditto, I would say, because it's just, we can get so much off of falling up air, and it beats Ikes who like to jump in on you with Nair, right? It's all about spacing.
Is it just like something you kind of like learn to like apply or project the scenario for?
Yeah, the main thing is, like, we don't really have anything good to cover someone jumping in on us, right? Like, we don't, like, Rising Fair is kind of crap. Like, it's really slow and committal. Rising Nair doesn't do anything. So going instead for, like, a quick jump away up air to outspace can be a really nice way to catch people jumping in. And that's the main way to use it. Okay, ready? Like that, see? Watch those air dodges. It's the same as the roll-ins, right? If that's your panic option, I'm just going to stand there and wait every time. So we got to watch those disadvantage habits. Great dash back. Catch. Oh yeah, look at that movement. Crispy. Good spacing. Nice. If that's a back air, I die. If you turn that around in back air, which I know you can do, I've seen you do it. That's literally a stock. So then you're up a stock and things are great. So it's really important that you hit those, you know? Good recovery. Oh, good first option. Wait till the invulnerability's done. Watch those air dodges, right? Yeah, that works. You can dash attack, you can, there's a lot of things you can do to punish there, but that's good. See how I'm just waiting for that air dodge? Gotta be careful. Don't pick your defensive option so early. I've done that so many times. I've lost sets to it. So the Ike curse is if you do an aerial off stage, you just die a lot of the time. Especially if you fast fall. It's because if you want to know why that happens, it's because all of Ike's moves, like, they're not so unsafe if you, like, cancel them, right?
Because you're, like, falling with it.
Yeah, but they last, like, 65 something frames in the air, right? Which is, like, a whole second. So because of that, like, it's actually, like, a big weakness of Ike's, because it means we can't do, like, rising aerial and then double jump and do another aerial, right? Like, other characters can do that a lot. Like, if you're Joker, you do full hop back air, you can do a falling back air in the same jump. If Ike does an aerial other than, like, forward air in the air, he's committed, right? That's all he can do before he hits the ground. He can't even double jump. So, like, for example, hold on, let me show you. I can do back air, right? But if you try to do that, you're locked into that back air. Like, that is your whole jump. You can't even double jump, right? I can do back air, double jump, mix up. I can do it with forward air too, right? Or I guess I can't with forward air. But, like, up air, double jump. Like, being able to do that's a big deal. So I think it's really important to be aware of that sort of gap in our kit. Like it's true with Nair for you too, right? If you do a full hop Nair, I mean Joker can't jump out of it either. You're just locked in.
Yeah, it lasts a while. It's like I feel like a lot of the reason, like it might feel lagless just because you're landing with it.
Yeah, exactly. And that's Ike's biggest weakness, and it's why he has like no good rising aerials. Like even back air is committal. If I do a rising back air with Joker, that's fine. I can do something else. But if you do one, you're locked into that for your entire jump. So it has to be a really hard call out.
Got it.
Forward air is a little less committal, but I'm pretty sure you still can't do it. You have to double jump if you want to, you know, sneak something out before you hit the ground. And even then, it's like just barely. Okay, ready?
Oh, but this is a match fight. No, like.
Yeah, it's not great for Ike. There's a lot of ways that Joker can cheese Ike. There's that air dodge, right? They call that the American air dodge because Japanese players exploit it really hard when they come over here. But that air dodge in habit, you know, obviously you're trying not to die and you're holding air dodge, right? But you got to be careful. That's like the easiest thing to punish if someone catches onto it. You got to be really careful recovering versus Joker, but sometimes you just get checkmated, and that's how it is. And one thing is you got to just learn to accept that that's going to happen sometimes, right? Yeah, no, it's not reactable, so going for it is just like a huge read, and then you get punished if it fails, right? So not really worth it. There's that air dodge again. Be careful. That's an Ike sucks moment that I fell out of that ether. Unfortunate. I like that falling up air a lot. Gotta wait for the invulnerability to be gone. You're just giving me free hits, right? Nice. So yeah, if that's a back air, I might actually just die there. So you gotta work on that combo. I know you can do it. Like, you've done the building blocks for that combo many times. Just gotta string them together, right? Right there. So that's the one thing you need to look out for the most versus non-Arsene Joker at kill percent, right? So around 100, he's going to be going for that fair one, and he can confirm it with a platform or without.
Got it.
So don't give that to him. I mean, fair one is like -9 on shield. Like you can grab it. So it's not something he can just throw out. It's usually a whiff punish. So you have to be really, really careful not to whiff anything huge in range of it. a good job holding on to your jump there. I was trying to take your jump. Great parry, and then if you convert that into a back air, I think I literally die. It's a difficult combo, but it's worth learning because you just get kills at so much earlier percents if you can do it. Oops. Great grab. I'm surprised they hit, but it was still good. Good grab. Your grabs are very good. You make good decisions in grabbing. You don't whiff them very often. Use your invulnerability. Back me into the corner and make me make a decision, right? You kind of just like wasted the little time where you had a bit of an advantage. Oh, oops. Just went a little too low. Good quick draw. Gotta be tight on those. You definitely neutral get up too much. I would use jump a little bit more because it's the hardest one to react to. Like that. Oh, that was good. That was great pressure. The forward tilt to bait me on a shield and the back air to call it out. I really, really like that. And it was knocked to middle too, right? Because you jumped away. It was really, really solid. Yeah, you have really, really good back airs, just in general. And I'd say your back airs and your grabs are where I'm seeing like the smartest play from you. That was a good landing. Mixed up and used platforms the way you should. Nice. You're at 200, but it doesn't matter, because I'm dead. Yeah, you want to DI down and out. The ceilings are really high on town, so you can live pretty long. Nice. Good patience on the recovery. The one weakness of Joker. That it can be very hard to kill sometimes if I don't have Arsene. Like, he's good at finding openings, but kill moves are a little difficult. Oh, that was good. You're doing a good job of not getting overzealous with your dash attacks. You're saving them for when they matter. Good pressure. So I was expecting a grab there, but that works too. That's one of the unfortunate things about down tilt is it's also kind of committal, right? Most of Ike's ground moves are, you know, they last quite a few frames. It's just kind of something that we have to learn to deal with. All right, one more game here, and then we'll talk for a bit, all right? Overall, though, I mean, I don't have too many crazy notes. There's a couple things, right? And we've kind of been talking about them as it's gone. But for the most part, I'm just seeing really clear improvement very quickly. So I think you're on the right track, and you should just keep doing what you're doing.
3, 2, 1, go!
Be careful doing that. It'll work against a lot of players, but good players are going to catch on to you quick drawing at them, right? And they're just going to out-of-shield you. Quick draw, not at all safe. On shield. Great timing. Oh, that shield poked me, I think. Interesting. So yeah, fair one drags down. I'm amazed you teched it, but it was a tech in place, so. That was just a Ike versus Joker moment for sure. You definitely want to make sure you're quick drawing lower though, because in theory, Joker's down tilt shouldn't hit you, right? You also had a chance to air dodge there instead, but you want to make it so that you're never poking above ledge. Gotta watch where I am and react, right? So there you still had your double jump, I think. So there's no reason for you to get hit by that when you could jump over me. And I don't really have a way to, like, go at you. I've already used my double jump, right? So I don't have a way to get up there. I can maybe, like, grappling hook you or something crazy, but for the most part, you want to just be watching me off stage and trying to find your space to get through. And quick draw gives you more options than most characters. You know, obviously, if quick draw, if it doesn't work, you die, and that's what's. Oh, sorry, I just queued up for another. We'll play one more. Obviously, if quick draw like gets traded with or something, you just die, which is frustrating. But it is like a difficult tool to interrupt sometimes, so you got to be really clever with it when you can. That's one of the things about getting sent really far up stage is you're kind of checkmated there, right? You don't really have a lot of options. Make sure you're DIing out, because I shouldn't really be getting drag downs out of down throw like that. If you DI out on the throw, that's just not going to work. There we go again, right? With the, you don't expect me to double jump up to you, but you need to always be regarding it as a threat. I like to use Eruption versus Arsene Joker. You can get pretty consistent with it, especially if he's going from like a long way away, right? It's reactable, and when things are reactable, Eruption should be guaranteed every time if you practice it enough. That was just another Ike moment. Yeah, so I mean, that game, you know, sometimes when you get behind versus a character like Joker, it just snowballs because Ike is not the best approacher, right? But that's just how it is sometimes, especially in matchups that are very edge guard heavy. I don't think you were doing anything particularly wrong. You did get hit by the same edge guard a few too many times, right? But the few things I think you want to work on, and I'll put these in writing, are watch your panic air dodges. And then there's I think you've demonstrated that your fundamentals are good enough that I think you can start getting into like the weeds. Like I think you can really start focusing on the more complex stuff, like having a ledge trap plan. Learn to grab neutral get up. I think that will help a lot, right? Your ledge trapping wasn't bad at all, for sure. But I think learning to grab neutral get up, making people afraid to use that option is going to help a lot. I think practice eruption timings versus linear recoveries. And then play every stock. Well, I'm not going to write that down, but you want to stay in the zone when you can. Obviously. I mean, I just feel like that's a kind of a nothing tip, right? Because that's obviously what you want to do. I think your spacing was really good. I think your movement was really good. You made some really good decisions. Overall, I was pretty happy with your play, and I think you're recovering very quickly. Do you have any? Or I think you're improving very quickly. Do you have any other questions?
I guess like, cause like with that like edge guard right there where I'm getting like I'm just like holding my jump, like I guess cause like I think I'm like used to just like holding it because like before like especially like when I start out or when other newer players start out, they just jump at a disadvantage, and they get caught out for it. But now that I'm at this I'm at the polar opposite where I'm like holding my jump when I shouldn't be. I guess the real question becomes like, when do I get the feel for like when it's right to jump?
It's a lot of the time it's just an experience thing. There's no easy answer. The best way is just to play against good players a lot, because they will punish you for it, and then you'll have to start figuring out a way around it, right? That's one of those things where if you don't play against good players, you just never learn. So, going to friendlies, finding good players and playing against them, learning how they exploit you, and trying to figure out ways around it, and getting a sense for when you're in danger. Because, like, your danger senses should absolutely be tingling when I'm underneath you with Joker and I still have my double jump, right? So you just have to develop that sort of sense for when, oh, I need to double jump here. I don't need to double jump here. There's no one size fits all answer. You just got to play some good players and get some experience.
Okay.
All right. Have you been doing like a practice routine?
I mean, I still do the whole fastball shenanigans for like a minute. I still do that. I've been doing that for a few months, and that's okay. Recently, actually, I've been like struggling to fastball, and I'm not sure if it's just my timing's off, or maybe I finally need a new controller. I don't know, but I still do that.
It seemed like you were doing pretty good. I mean, one thing that can screw that up is if you're switching between offline and online a lot. That can, it's just a slightly different timing sometimes. So, it's good to play a few warm-up games before you like play in bracket or whatever, and that'll usually help clear that up. I don't know. I felt like your movement was way smoother, so I think the drills are working. Maybe work in some more complex movement drills now. Practice eruption timing on, like, throw a fox off stage and practice eruptioning his up B so you get more of a feel for the timing. Practice like reverse up airs. Make sure that you're getting them as low to the ground as you can. Practice grabbing neutral get up. Things like that are going to help you quite a bit.
Alright. And then, I know you mentioned kill confirms, right? Down tilt back air. That's something I need to work on as well.
Yeah, not just down tilt back air, but also nair turnaround back air in the corner. Because you absolutely can do that. Like, I've seen you do some really fast turnaround bears and things like that. You just got to put the two together.
Okay.
And then down tilt up air would be good too.
Alright.
Alright. Let me know if you got any more questions, alright?
Alright, yeah. Thank you so much.
Yeah, no problem. Have a good one.
You too.